As an experienced and professional property management company, we understand how daunting of a process it can be to lease residential properties to the highest quality of tenants. Partnering with a professional, educated real estate management company with efficient, engineered processes that have been proven to be effective over time will save you time and money. What processes do we have in place to support your end goal of finding the optimal tenant? By watching our video, you will get a glimpse into the processes we can implement to ensure going forward, your real estate portfolio always has the highest quality of tenants occupying your units. Finding the optimal tenant is an extensive process. In this video, we are going to walk through each of our effective steps along the road to obtaining the optimal tenant. Let's check out what that road looks like. Each house on this road represents an important and mandatory step of our engineered process. While some steps are longer than others, all are equally important, as you cannot have one step without the other. Let's head over to house number 1. Property and partnership onboarding. Getting to know you and your property is our highest priority during our onboarding stage. Owner objectives are paramount. We want to gain insight to your real estate goals, your ideas, as well as the most marketable aspects of your property and the unit itself. We begin by scheduling a property visit to assess rental market readiness of each unit. We provide feedback for listing valuation and collaborate for an effective marketing strategy to find the highest quality of tenants while ensuring market level rent is secured. We will pull and analyze relevant current live listings as well as recent leased prices secured in the geographical area for comparable properties. We will review them with you to determine the optimal initial listing price. This process is to ensure optimization of a pricing strategy which will attract quality tenants. Pricing residential leases properly is critical to securing the highest quality of tenants. Let's check out what's going on at house number 2. Marketing. To kickstart creating an eye-catching listing, we provide personalized professional photography and videos to support attracting the level of interest in your property required to secure a lease as quickly as possible without ever compromising on tenant quality. All ROI Property Management listings are focused on marketing the value and unique characteristics of the unit. Our residential leasing experience enables us to know what attributes of each unit, building, or overall property to focus on in the marketing plan. By creating a detailed description of the property itself, we add a personal touch to explaining every important and notable aspect of the leasing opportunity. Leveraging years of success with all effective and relevant social media, we leverage the platforms which ensure high-quality tenants inquire with serious interest about leasing the units we market. Leveraging paid advertisements as well as MLS also separates us from many of our competitors. Bottom line, in 2022 year-to-date, our marketing processes have attracted tenants with an average Equifax credit score of 750 plus to sign leases. Let's head over to house number 3. Prospect pre-screening and viewing scheduling. Once the listing is posted, we monitor and manage all communication with interested tenant prospects through all digital marketing mediums. Due to the high volume of interest in all units posted, our initial screening processes focus on finding the right number of people for the unit listed. Market level rent is expensive, and matching the number of bedrooms to the number of people on the lease and living in the unit is critical for long-term investor success. We conduct social media searches and character evaluation to ensure we have high-level idea of the background information about a prospective tenant before we choose to entertain having further dialogue. Let's check out what's going on at house number 4. Prospect application and evaluation. Upon property showing completion, if we along with the tenant prospect agree moving forward is in the collective best interest of all stakeholders, we move to the application and evaluation stage. Leveraging our best-in-class software, prospective tenants can formally apply to the property through our website in as little a time as 5 minutes. The online application enables users to fully apply to the unit and upload all necessary documentation. Once we receive applications, we move into our verification stage. This process also has tenant prospects create a password-protected user account in the resident portal, which will be the tool they use in the future for all collaboration with their property manager. Let's go knock on house number 5. Verifying and analyzing applicants. By obtaining full credit reports and conducting an extensive background check on each prospective tenant, we will analyze financial history, debt obligations, obtain employment verification, including employment letters, pay receipts, bank statements, T4s, and notices of assessment as required. A full background report includes all information a landlord or property manager can legally obtain, which includes full criminal background check involving searches for fraud, sex offender, known affiliations, global sanctions, and global clearance checks. Experience matters when conducting reference checks through phone calls. This is a critical and important stage that I can assure all real estate investors often does not get the attention it deserves. We can invest a ton of time up to this point to only abort the process if we reveal concerning character flaws during this stage. We have conducted hundreds of calls to former landlords, current and former employers, and personal references. Through vast amount of experience in the area of reference calling, we have developed a niche for knowing the effective questions to ask, knowing how to steer conversations to obtain effective information to make informed leasing decisions. We know how to professionally manage these conversations to ensure we unearth any red flags as well as inconsistencies in information submitted in the application process. These calls are to ensure we have a thorough understanding of the applicant's overall character. Character matters as much as financial data when entering a partnership such as lease agreement. We must understand what levels of integrity the applicant has to be comfortable putting names to leases and moving forward with an extremely important partnership. How reliable are they? What level of integrity does the applicant hold themselves to? Tenant prospects always present their best character side during the application process. Reference checks are a critical stage where an educated, experienced leasing manager understands who the prospects really are while respectfully and professionally separating themselves from a part-time or inexperienced landlord. Let's go check out house number 6, Owner and Tenant Approval Package. Utilizing all of the aforementioned information, we create an all-encompassing, in-depth summary package built specifically to provide support with making an informed decision on the approval of the tenant prospect. We position this package with all owners for review. Once you as an owner provide written authorization agreeing to move forward with the prospective tenant, only then will the lease process commence. If we were to rate any of these steps based on importance, these last two would be high on the list. Let's go knock on house number 7. Leasing process. As a certified leasing officer through the Real Estate Institute of Canada and in combination with years of experience with creating residential leases, ROI Property Management are well positioned to draft compliant leases and the supporting documents which reflect the unique requirements of the subject property and home. Residential lease agreements and supporting agreements for properties located within the province of Ontario must be drafted in accordance with the RTA. RTA-compliant leases take experience to draft to ensure complications and discrepancies are avoided down the road with tenants. We position all leases and supporting agreements for digital signatory with all signing parties using our property management software, utilizing owner and tenant portals. After the lease is signed by all parties, we manage the remittance of the deposit of 1 month's rent, which is due immediately upon lease signing. This can be paid by the tenant to the owner through our online payment system. Last but certainly not least, we have step number 8, post-leasing process. When it comes to preparing for move-in, there are many moving parts between both the new tenant and the owner of the property. Here's a list of some of the ways that we support this process. We manage all day-to-day communication with the selected tenants from the date of lease signing to the date of move-in. We coordinate all cleaning as required. We support the tenants with the transfer and creation of all utility accounts if their utilities are not all-inclusive. We obtain and document all tenant insurance policies. With regards to the unit itself, we arrange for new keys to be cut as required. We also retrieve mail keys and garage door openers at this time. We communicate the mailbox location and number for the tenants, and we determine the garbage and recycling pickup schedule for that area. We create personalized welcome letters for new tenants, which includes their garbage and recycling schedule, introducing our tenant web portal, and providing property management contact information. The final pre-move-in inspection of the property takes place upon cleaning completion, ensuring that the property is properly prepared for move-in. We manage the remittance of first month's rent, which is due prior to move-in. We then schedule and coordinate the move-in day for key and code handover. After this process has taken place, we then manage any further communication with the tenants post-move-in, placing check-ins about 5 days after they move in. This concludes our 8 steps along the road to obtaining the optimal tenant. If you'd like to dive deeper into our additional services and programs, be sure to check out our other videos, which will be linked below. Thanks for tuning in.